Captain Rob here again. Today I'm going to show you how to put together your foil setup when you first take it out of the box. So you're going to come with 4 different pieces here that are pretty important on the Shadow setup. You got your mast, your fuselage, your tail wing, and your front wing. The first thing you're going to want to do is take the fuselage and put it on the mast. This part back here that says Shadow Carbon and link 38 centimeter, that is going to be the back of your fuselage when you're putting it together on the ground like this. The thin part of your mast is going to be the back. So you're going to put this part of the fuselage that has the words on it back here, line it up with the thin part of the mast back here, and go ahead and put the fuselage on the foil. Right? You get 2 thick screws right here that are going to be somewhat short, but the thicker ones, those are going to be your mast to fuselage screws. So you're going to put those in, take the lovely red tool we got here for you, and you're going to tighten these down into the mast. Next thing you're going to do is take your front wing. Again, right now this is upside down. Take the front wing and put it on just like this. The 2 holes are going to be on top for this. For your front wing screws, you have the longer, skinnier screw set. There's going to be 3 of them. There's 2 right here, and then there's going to be 1 on the opposite side. Put these in. The exact same tool you used for the mast is going to be what's used all around. You can take these 3 screws and go ahead and put them in. Put the next one in. And there's going to be 1 more on the bottom that you got to make sure you get to. There we go. And then the last step is going to be taking your tail wing and putting it on the back. So the part that is flat on the bottom is what's going to press up against this part of the fuselage. So I'm going to take the tail wing, put it just like that. Then you got 2 smaller, skinnier screws that you're going to put into the tail wing. Again, the exact same tool you use for everything else is going to be the same tool you use for these 2 screws. Once those are in, you have your completed foil and it's ready to go on your board. So now that your foil is put together, you got to attach it to your board. When you get one of our foil setups, you're going to have 4 different screws that are going to be used as mounting hardware for your foil to the board, and then 4 different inserts for it. These inserts are going to be really important because they're going to slide into the foil track on the board and allow it to attach to the foil. So when you get these, you're going to take the screws and put them into the insert. Should have 4 of them. Slide it into the track, 1 in each sort of corner in the mounting area. Once this happens, you can take your completed foil setup, you can put it into the board, line it up. So when you're putting your foil on your board, you're going to have to decide where to put it. We've got a lot of different numbers on here and a couple different directions. The farther back that you put your foil, you're actually going to get less lift, but the pro to that is going to be you're going to get more control because you can push more directly over your back foot and push the foil and pivot off of it harder. The farther forward you go, you're going to get a little bit more lift. It's going to be easier to pump, but you're going to lose that slight bit of foil control that you'd get when you move it backwards. So as you're learning, it's a little bit smart to put the foil a little bit farther back. As you get better, you can move it forward if you want a little bit more lift and pump it a little easier. Or if you're ripping turns, you can leave it farther back and have total control over your foil. So I'm going to decide I'm going to put mine a little bit farther forward because that's where I like to keep the Shadow Carbon set up on the mod. And then you're going to take your screws and just tighten them down, nice and easy. Make sure you tighten up all 4 screws. Make sure the foil is really connected to your board. That's perfect. And now you're ready to start flying.